Aloha! I'm Dr. Catherine P. Fulford, Professor of Learning, Design, and Technology at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. I would like to provide a special thanks to all those faculty who contributed content to this three-part video series. Part 1 is Introduction, Part 2 is Quantitative Data, and Part 3, Qualitative Data. We'll start with Part 1, Introduction. First, ask yourself, before you analyze, what would you like to discover? Competence, knowledge level, preferences, satisfaction, group differences. There are many things that you can look at, but you need to know what those are. What are your predictions? What do you think might happen? You should have informed data collection tools like survey items, interview questions, test items, all of the things that will give you the data you need. You can start by making yourself a table for your interpretation. Write down all of your research questions and then the data you collected that is relevant to each of those questions. For example, a pre-survey, observations, one-on-one interviews, and student-created blogs are what this researcher used. And what they found in their overall interpretation was that students seemed to be mostly anxious about the unit before they started. In the observations, it seemed that they were mostly engaged, but the video speed and ability to control it made a difference. In the one-on-one interviews, they mostly enjoyed the unit, though access was an issue for some of the students. In the student-created blogs, they had a creative use of media and some high-intensity interactions. So look at your data carefully and see what your initial interpretations are. Also, think about listening to your data. See if you can hear the voices of those people you interviewed that took these surveys to see if that makes a difference in the way that you see your data. Put yourself in their shoes. What were they thinking? What did they like and not like? What did they have difficulty with? And what did they do well? All of these things are important to your interpretation. Data visualization is all about finding visual meaning in numerical and textual data. You've heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it really is true when it comes to visualizing your data. First, you want to organize your data, then visualize your data to make sense of it. Try several different means of visualizing your data, and ask yourself, what story does each visual tell? Ensure the visual represents the data accurately. This is extremely important. Make the visual simple so the reader can quickly understand it. Use color when appropriate to help present the message. Now you're going to present your data. Your data should tell a story. Connect back to your research question. What did you want to know about topic X? Tailor the presentation to your audience. Use multiple formats to get your message through. Use images to help explain complex information. What people remember. In a U.S. Department of Labor pamphlet in 1996 on training using visuals, they found that participants who received oral information alone only remembered 9% of what was presented to them. Those who received visual alone only remembered 32%, while those that received both oral and visual remembered 59%. This is really interesting information and seems to have a lot of common sense. But you may also want to check the statistical validity of the issue with this graphic. You'll find it most interesting because the graphic alone doesn't mean that research was conducted, though it's hard to tell when you have no reference to a scientific experiment as it was in this pamphlet. So if you'll check this notation, you'll find out what all the issues are. So make sure that your data is accurately represented by your graphic. Questions to ask yourself. Why am I visualizing this information? What do I want to convey? What is essential to that message? Would I lose meaning or impact? Am I emphasizing what is most important? Visualization tools. Check these out. There are lots of tools out there for you to use to help you visualize your information. Be sure to search for free data visualization tools online. Now it's time to watch our next video, Analyzing and Presenting Data, Part 2, Quantitative Results. Aloha and mahalo.